Welcome, and thank you for your interest in becoming a citizen of the United States. You've taken a very important step in asking for our assistance. We will guide you through this program and all the material associated with becoming a naturalized citizen. We'll show you all the necessary steps you'll need to take to become naturalized. As a citizen, you'll be granted freedom and a new way of life for you and your family. Naturalization is a manner by which a person not born in the United States voluntarily becomes a U.S. citizen. This program will guide you through the process of becoming naturalized. Becoming a citizen is a complicated process, but we've made it easy for you to understand. With our help, you can get started today. In your Freedom Pack, you've been given a study guide and an application for naturalization form N-400. We'll refer to the study guide throughout this program to further explain some parts of the process. We'll also cover each part of the application as well as other included documents to be sure you understand how to fill out the information. So let's get started. The naturalization process will require several steps and procedures. It's essential you follow the guidelines and schedule closely when undergoing the process. To start, you should become familiar with the application process and prepare yourself for a committed effort. After you've understood the basics, you'll need to complete the naturalization application, get photographed, fingerprinted, interviewed, and sworn in at the Oath of Allegiance ceremony. And since you're now eligible to apply, we can start right now. The first step is to complete your application for naturalization form N-400, included in your packet.
Write your USCIS or former INS alien registration number or A number on the top right-hand corner of each page. Your A number is listed on your permanent resident card and will consist of 7 to 9 numbers, depending on when your record was created. If the A number contains fewer than 9 numbers, place enough zeros before the first number to make 9 numbers on the application. Here's an example. The application for naturalization is broken into 14 parts. We'll begin with Part 1, where you'll need to print your first, middle, and last name in the section titled A. Fill this out with your current legal name that is on your birth certificate. Part 2 is a series of statements for information about your eligibility. Part 3 will require information about you. We are on Part 4 of the application, where you will be asked to give basic information so the USCIS can contact you. Part 5 will require information for a criminal record search. Part 6 will require information about your residence and employment. Part 7 will require you to list the total time you spent outside the United States. Part 8 will require information about your marital history. Part 9 requires information about your children. Part 10 will require answers to a series of essential questions. This information will be used to determine your eligibility for citizenship. Part 11 is going to require your signature. If someone has filled out this form for you, he or she must complete Section 12. Part 13 is not to be completed until the interview process. Part 14 will need to be completed at the interview as well. This part refers to the Oath of Allegiance to the United States. Signing this portion will mean you agree with the oath and all its entirety.
The English and civics tests are to determine your English skills as well as your knowledge of the United States. During the English examination, your reading, writing, and speaking abilities will all be tested. You may be asked to read out loud parts of the application form N-400, read a set of civics questions and answer them, or read several simple sentences out loud. The writing portion will consist of writing 1 or 2 simple sentences. The USCIS officer will examine the speaking portion throughout the course of the interview. The civics test can be given verbally or given as a written multiple-choice exam. Civics questions are asked to determine your knowledge of the United States and its history. Watch the Civics Sample Questions DVD in the Freedom Pack to view sample questions regarding the interview and civics test. You may also want to listen to the audio version. These are good tools to assist you in learning the naturalization process. After the interview has been completed, a USCIS officer will give you a Form N-652, which gives you information about the results of your interview. Based on all the compiled information, the USCIS will grant, continue, or deny your naturalization application. Sometimes USCIS can tell you if you'll be granted a citizenship at the end of your interview. In some cases, you might be able to attend an oath ceremony the same day as your interview. The USCIS officer may also continue your case, which means your application has been put on hold. The most common reasons for continuation are failing the English or civics test and failing to provide the correct documentation. If your case is continued, USCIS will schedule another interview within 60 to 90 days or will give you a Form N-14 that will detail all information or documents needed to complete the naturalization process. Once you've received your acceptance letter, you'll need to take an oath of allegiance to the United States, which is the final step to becoming a naturalized citizen. You'll receive written notification of when and where to attend the oath of allegiance ceremony. When you arrive, you will need to check in, turn in your permanent resident card, and answer a few questions about what you've done since your interview. You will then be asked to stand, raise your right hand, and repeat the oath, which has been included in the DVD, CD, and print form of your Freedom Pack. After the oath has been completed, you will receive your certificate of naturalization and will officially become naturalized as a United States citizen. For sample civics test questions and sample sentences for written English testing, review the DVD, CD, and study guide included in your Freedom Pack. These valuable tools will assist you to learn basic U.S. history and will provide information on your questions that may be asked during your naturalization interview. Goodbye for now. I'll see you on the next video.